Hello, I'm Gary York, CorruptionBehindBars.com. Thank you for watching my YouTube, and if you like this video, please subscribe for this and many more like it, plus some training and some topics that also discuss corruption and how to remove the cancer. I would like to talk today about reserve deputies, reserve prison officers. I did an article the other day on cross-training that's out on Corrections 1 right now, getting some good movement. And Anthony Ganji from Tear Talk did a video the other day, and I made a comment on it about reserve deputies would be a good way to go to help retain some of the experience and help staff shortage. And some comments were followed by my statement, and it seemed to get the approval of a lot of people. A few people had mentioned who the heck is going to come back after they retire, and that's true. A lot of people are done when they retire, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people that retire with 20, 25, 30 years that love to come back. The agency I just retired from 8 weeks ago, for example, has reserve deputies for the bailiff section, for the jail, for the road, and as a lot of sheriff's departments do. And we have a lot of people that have signed up to go back. I go back on Mondays quite often just to keep in tune with things and keep in touch and feel like I'm still part of the group. But a lot of people go back more than one day. We have several people that go back 2 or 3 days a week to work. Of course, you're not going to get paid benefits, and you're not going to get paid the same amount as you retired, but hey, you're going to get paid, and it keeps some good officers in the mix with the young officers coming up, and they can maybe look at them as a mentor or learn from them. And prisons don't do this as much as the sheriff's departments do. And I think if prisons across the country would get on board with reserve officer, we call it reserve deputy with the sheriff's department, and most people know I did many years with the state prisons, and I finished my career with the sheriff's department. But I think that the prisons could get on board with this and have reserve officers. You know, we have staff shortage across the country, and having a experienced officer come in twice a week, once a week, several officers coming in to supplement their income. A lot of people retire, you know, and they find out that the medical is just outrageous, and they go get a part-time job. Well, why not stick with what you've done and what you know, unless you just don't want to? But a lot of people do want to, and you can come back, make some money. That'll pay your extra medical benefits that you have to pay for. And also, it helps with staff shortage, and you can help some young officers, some young men and women, to get on the right track. Because if you retired with 20, 25, or 30 years, then you made it through the system without having problems that would get you into trouble with your job, problems that would get you into trouble with being terminated, problems that would get you in trouble with a criminal charge. Sure, we all go through a career of 20, 25, or 30 years. Nobody's perfect. There are going to be times when you're going to be investigated. It just goes with the job. The administrative issues come up. But if you made it through and retired, then you're who we need to be a mentor for our officers, our young officers coming up. So please tell me what your thoughts are on reserve deputies. And we need reserve deputies. We need reserve officers in the prison. Tell me what you think if we went nationwide and got everybody on board with reserve correctional officers to come back after retirement and work part-time in our prisons. Would that help staff shortage? Would that help give us people to train and teach younger officers coming up? Because one of the topics that comes up is, hey, we're losing all our experienced people. Who the heck's going to teach these young officers coming in? Well, this may be a resolution, but does prison administration want to get on board with that? Many sheriff's departments are on board with it, and it's working very well for them. I can tell you that from experience. Let me know what you think. Just wanted to put my thoughts out there on reserve correctional officers after retirement for mentors and training. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. CorruptionBehindBars.com.